Rest byproduct of creativity. As a child, Sundays have been something very special to everyone. But when you grow up, things become questioning. You wake up in the morning and go out, see the sun shining through the trees, hear the birds singing the songs of chirping, and get this feeling, another Sunday. You put your best clothes and have Sunday for the whole day. Mind finds this is strange and comes to play its part. So you inquire as a habit, what is happening to me? The very nature of the mind is that it cannot see you happy in any way. And whenever happiness surrounds, it questions why. Learn to accept happiness. Happiness is the way of the existence. Indeed, you can have a rest day only after creation. If you do not create anything, your life will be restless. You will not be able to have a holiday. Create something, only then you can rest. Rest is a byproduct. You cannot directly rest. First you have to do something. You have to be so creative. You have to feel so good about yourself, so happy with yourself, so worthy that you can allow the rest for yourself, that you can allow a day just for fun. There is no need to make a problem out of it. The mind is constantly searching for something to pounce upon, even happiness. It makes a problem out of happiness as well. If you are feeling happy, you inquire why. That question is dangerous. If you are suffering, it is good to inquire why. Because suffering has to be dissolved and transcended. You have to find ways and means to get out of it. And for this, the why is relevant. But when you are happy, then to ask why is to disturb the happiness. There is no need to ask any question. When you are happy, when happiness surrounds you, accept it totally without any questioning and go on rejoicing each moment of it. If you are ill, diagnosis is necessary. Analysis is needed because the disease has to be found. But if you are healthy, you need not go to the doctor to inquire, why am I healthy? Diagnose my health. What is happening to me? You do not go to the doctor when you are healthy. It is a habit of the mind. Because it has been always living in misery, unhappiness, and always that why has been relevant. So when clouds disappear for the first time and the sun shines in your life, the old question goes on persisting, why? Learn to accept happiness. Learn to enjoy it without any questioning. Learn to trust happiness. And there is no need to doubt it, because the very doubt will be a poisoning. Happiness rarely happens. Those moments are very far and few in between. When they come, welcome them. Open your door to receive them with your full heart, withholding nothing. Even a question will become a very, very strong wall between you and your happiness. Every day is a Sunday. It should be so. Every day is a holiday. It should be so, because all day belong to Him and each moment is holy. Once you understand it, you will stop asking questions like this. Do not think about any particular day is needed for you to be happy. Certainly a particular mind is needed to be happy. A particular mind is needed to celebrate. A particular state of mind is needed to rejoice. It has nothing to do with time. Instead, everything depends on the attitude, how you look at life. There are people for whom even a Sunday is not a Sunday. There is no light, no sun rising even on a Sunday. They are clouded in their own darkness and shrouded in their own misery. They carry their hell around them wherever they go. Even if you force them into heaven, they will go on carrying their hell wherever they are. They will live in their hell. Nobody can force them out of their hell unless they decide to drop it on their own. It is your decision to be happy or unhappy. Happiness is a choice. Whenever any circumstance or situation comes, you have two options: to accept it or not accept it. And when you accept it, you are happy. And when you do not, unhappiness is there. I have heard about a Sufi mystic who was always happy, always and always. Nobody has ever seen him unhappy, as if the only way he knew was how to be happy. And then he became very old. And one day a man asked, "Will you please tell me your secret? How you remain so happy and so undisturbed? How each moment you can be so blissful? It is impossible and unbelievable. What is the secret?" The old man laughed and said, "Long before I found one simple thing, that each morning when I open my eyes, there are two alternatives to choose for that day. Either to be happy or to be unhappy. I always choose to be happy. Simple is my secret. Each day gives me only two alternatives to choose: to be happy or to be unhappy. And I always choose to be happy. That is all. There is no more." But why you will not believe in this? You will say this old man is deceiving. He must have some other secret. But I also tell you, this is the only secret. All great truths are simple truth, very simple. Try tomorrow morning. Before you open your eyes, have a clear-cut vision of two alternatives: being in hell or in heaven. Visualize misery on one hand and blissfulness on the other. See deeply into both. There is no need to be in a hurry. Look into both as deeply as possible and wait, then decide. If you want to be unhappy, then decide. Let it be your decision. And then be truly unhappy the whole day. Be committed to your decision and do not try to escape from it. Whatsoever happens, you remain miserable. And if you decide to be happy, then stick to it. And soon you will realize that your life is your decision. You are suffering because you go on deciding in that way. You go on clinging to your suffering. You have made a habit out of it. It is just mechanical. Holidays are disappearing from the world. In the legal sense, people have more holidays. Work days are being reduced all over the world, from 6 to 5, from 5 to 4, and soon even that will not be so. Technological societies, one day of the week will do, and for 6 days people can have holidays. But holiday is disappearing, and with it the quality of sacredness and holiness too is disappearing. The consciousness is disappearing from the world. People have more leisure, that is another thing. But what do they do with their leisure? They create more misery for themselves and for others. Finding nothing to do, they do harm to themselves and to others. More accidents happen on holidays. More car accidents, more murders, more suicides. And after the holiday, people are so tired that they need a whole week's rest to recover. They do 1,001 things on holidays just to keep busy. Because not to be busy is to be with oneself, and that has become almost impossible. To be with oneself and to be happy with oneself, that dimension is completely lost. That is what a holiday is or should be. One is so full of God, so full of being, that there is no need to do anything or to be occupied. Occupation is just an escape. It is a good way to avoid encountering yourself and life. Holidays are disappearing. It is good that every day a feeling arises in you that it is a holiday. It is. If it was not so before, then you were missing something. Now it has started happening, so do not make it a question. I have heard Mullah Nasruddin was an atheist, and then I heard that Mullah became a theist. I could not believe it, so when I came across him, I asked him, "How come you decided to become a theist?" "Well," said Mullah, "I used to be an atheist, but I gave it up." "Why?" I inquired. Mullah replied, "Chucking no holidays. If you were an atheist, then there are no holidays, then there is no God, then there are no Sundays." And Christian parable says that God created the world in 6 days, and on the 7th day, Sunday, he rested. That rest was very beautiful. It was out of great creation. He was feeling fulfilled. He had created the whole world, and on the 6th day, he looked and he said, "Good, very good," and he rested. He was happy like a small child who has made something and looks from every side and says, "Good, I have done it." He rested on the 7th day. That rest day was a fulfillment day for him. The parable has such significance. It says that you can have a rest day only after creation. If you do not create anything, your life will be restless. You will not be able to have a holiday. Create something, only then you can rest. Rest is a byproduct. You cannot directly rest. First, you have to be so creative. You have to feel so good about yourself, so happy about yourself, so worthy that you can allow rest for yourself, that you can allow a day just for fun. Rest is the byproduct of creativity.